Hi, this is Brian with Benevolent Honey. On a property where we have our beehives, we discovered that bees had moved into a tree next to where we park. This is a few days after we discovered the bees. And I'm taking a look inside the tree to see what's going on. Notice we set up a hive box with feeders in order to feed these bees because they're raiding our other hives. This is a look inside the tree. Quite a few bees, a lot of activity. Couldn't get the endoscope in far enough to see what's going on deep inside the tree. Either way, these bees had to go. So what we did was load up the hive box with 4 frames of honey from the other hives, built a bee vacuum, and went to work. No plan survives first contact, and we have some very upset bees. We removed the hive that we were feeding them from. And moved it to the location where we're going to have it permanently, which is about 100 feet away. We needed the room to work, and when we took the hive away that had their free food, the bees got mad. So as my wife got to work on the front of the tree with the bee vacuum, I went to the back of the tree where we drilled 2 holes that penetrated into the bee chamber and started pumping in smoke to drive the bees forward towards the entrance where she could collect them. As the bees came out so slowly, we actually went through this process twice, switching positions and adding bees to their new home. Note the levels in the feeder bottles. These are going to be down considerably later in the evening. Here you can see the 4 frames of honey that we've taken from other hives in order to supplement the start of this new hive.
Ready? Yep, go. Good. Make sure we're not keeping the queen. Come back. Gently. We don't want to push anybody.
As we had seen the queen and thought we had captured her with the vacuum, my wife cautions me to be very careful when reinserting the frames, such that no bees get damaged, especially the queen.
Yes.
We came back later that evening and discovered that everything had calmed down quite a bit, but look how much food they'd consumed over the course of just one day. We'd closed off their old home with window screen, and since so few bees had returned to it, we figured we indeed did have the queen. First morning after the forced abscond, both feeder bottles were empty. We changed them out with some supplemented sugar water. Here is the tree from which the echo hive was taken. Not many bees on the outside. But on closer inspection, we discovered there were plenty of bees still inside that we had not captured the day before. So we started the process over again, smoking from the backside and vacuuming out the front, recovering an additional 200 to 300 bees. Second effort. And thanks to some advice we got online, we've added bee comb that we got from our hive inspections into Echo so that they can build up their stores for the winter. We hope you've enjoyed watching our first attempt at a forced abscond. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them below.